Yeah, it's the REKK Report. Rekkhan's in the building, giving you the raw and uncut. You know how I do. Sit back, relax. Welcome to my world. We getting it in. Let's get this started. It's the REKK Report. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the REKK Report. I know it's been a while, man, since I've done this, but you know, the grind is real. It's a lot of work, a lot of stuff being done, a lot of plans, you know, that are actually coming into fruition. It's like, you know, I'm loving this moment right now. But while I was working, I was finishing up this track for this artist. I received the email, and it was an email with this link of this video of 50 Cent's son talking about what he's getting for child support isn't enough. And I had to sit back and check it out just to see how some people act, man. I mean, if it comes down to, I mean, it's a selfish move. It's like you're getting money for just existing monthly, and roughly it's like $6,700. Average that out to a year, we talking about 80 grand. Now, my first gripe about that is like, who wouldn't want $600 to $700 a month? Who wouldn't want that? And who couldn't live off that? I could live off of that. I've lived off less. I have never. It hasn't been a point in my life where that I've had $6,700 monthly. I mean, I was able to average out, you know, with my bills and stuff like that, and be able to have a decent living. I would say, even when I had a regular 9 to 5, I think I topped out at, you know, with a 9 to 5, probably at about 54, 55 grand in 1 year. And, you know, it kind of like stayed around that you know, around that level, and, you know, creeped up every now and then. But, yo, it's people who are in this position that would just, who that wish they were getting that type of money monthly. Not monthly, but as a yearly average of 80 grand. It's crazy. But I had to speak on it as a parent, as a father. It's just, this is that sense of entitlement that we talk about. It's like, wait a minute, you're getting this amount of money and you're complaining that you're getting money, you're getting this type of money. It's just, man, I've raised my kid, you know, throughout her entire life. I didn't get child support, you know, raising my daughter. It was just me and her, you know. Money was snug, but we still was able to live, function, bills getting paid. You know, we had the occasional, you know, going out and hanging, you know, activities, movies, all those things that, you know, that any parent and children and stuff like that, just the regular live expenses. If I had $6,700, or if I was getting $6,700 or something like that, I'd probably be sitting on a few buildings. This whole sense of this instant gratification that these cats get is like, all you got to do, if you'd have sat on this money you were getting monthly, sat on it for about 6 months, probably took out, you know, a little bit for expenses and stuff like that, but sent out, I would say, an average about 5 grand of that per month. 6 months, what are we looking at? 30 grand. That's enough to put a down payment on some property. Down payment on some property. Let me give you, you know, quick schooling. Down payment on some property. 20% if you want to go that route, and rehab that whatever building, fix it up, get the people to live in there. Then eventually that rent will be paying for that property, which means you'll be getting more and more money. People don't think like that. He thinks, well, if I go to my pop's house, I get the eat this and wear this. Then I go back to my mom's house and I'm eating this and going, like, wait a minute. One person can live off of $6,700. A whole family, a small family, my family was able to live off less than 5 times less than that monthly. This is that whole sense of like, wait, my pops got bread. You know what I'm saying? I should have the same amount of bread that this man got. I should be getting more money. You shouldn't be getting anything. You're not owed anything. And seeing the pictures of this cat or seeing the video, this cat looked like he looked pretty up there, like age-wise. I ain't saying he's totally illegal, but I give him his, 18s, 20s or whatever. It doesn't really matter. You're still getting bread. You're getting this extra money. Why you not doing nothing with it? But the fact is, you're in a position that you're being brainwashed, and probably have been, since day one. That your father, look how much he give you. He don't care about you, whatever the situation is. The reason why the amount that you're getting is not enough for the expenses is because you're not the only one that's spending this, that's using this money. His mom's is obviously not working, and she thinks that this money is their money, which this money is simply his money. So she's spending his money on whatever she's spending it on, and saying, well, we ain't got enough for him to survive. No. That money was going to him, which meant you supposed to be out there working, doing whatever you're doing to, make ends meet. You supposed to be able to match that. Or at least put some money in the pot and just say, yo, because this is the reality. And this is what a lot of people's, the problem is. It's child support. It's not family support. It's not spousal support. It's not anything of those. It's like, yo, this money it's been set aside to take care of his or their child expenses, stuff, saying just everything. And this goes down to the line as an actor. I can say this, like, if you're a parent and you have a child that's an actor or an actress or something like that, and your child, they're getting money for doing commercials and stuff like that, and you're pocketing their money and spending their money. No wonder these kids, when they get older, they divorce their parents, because they realize, like, man, where's all this bread I made when I was a kid? You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna put it in an account for you. This right here, this is gonna be an account. Now you're living off your kids' money. Like, a lot of young ladies are living off their kids' money. They're waiting for a moment to have a kid by someone who's financially in a financially stable, to the point of like, okay, I can hit this man for this, in his pockets, and we can live. Like, no, not we can live, he can live. Like I said, I was in a position, raising my kid. I didn't get child support. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, wanted child support, but I didn't get child support. It's a whole process. It was like, I wasn't able to get it. But the thing was, me and my daughter were able to survive. We were able to, do the things that regular people do. Parents, children do. Parties, amusement parks, movies, stuff like that, and still be able to maintain, when it came down to, school stuff, school related stuff, medical, everything was covered, but we got these people who are like, I deserve more money, and you're not utilizing the money that you already have. And it's like, this is not like a Brewster's Millions sort of situation. It's not like you got to spend the money at the end of the month, or it's going to be gone and you won't get the same amount. This is not some stuff from the city, like saying, like, if we don't use all this city money, we won't get the same amount, same for the budget next year. No, this is money that you're supposed to be like using, stacking, putting together, paying the necessities. This whole thing about materialism, this whole thing about getting Gucci this and all these particular name brand or fancy things, because no, that's not part of the expenses of raising a child. People are I'm tired of people saying, you know, the hardest job in the world is being a mother. No. Being a parent is hard. Trust me. I mean, and it's mainly because of when they get older and when they get to a point where they have opinions about stuff and they want this, they want that, or whatever. But I mean, you know, the trials and tribulations of being a parent is, trust me, I've dealt with it. You know, my kid is grown now, and I mean, they're there, but I'm like, it's not the hardest job in the world. I mean, I've been in warehouses, you know, for the past, you know, for 15, 20 years, you know. I've been under the ground in the sewers. It's hard jobs out there. Being responsible for another person is hard for those who don't want to be responsible for other people. You know, they already worried about me. That's the problem when someone says it's the hardest job. Like, yeah, because you have to be responsible for another individual. For some people that's hard because they're selfish. It's all about, they think that you're supposed to, you know saying, just lavish, you know, they're supposed to be lavished even, you know, with this kid. Like, yo, this kid is my responsibility. You are not. If we are involved and we're in a relationship and then we end up having a kid and then we end up breaking up, okay, that means my direction or my focus becomes not you and the kid. My focus becomes my kid, because you're gonna move on with another individual and go on with your life and all the other type of stuff. But this is my focus, so I got to make sure that they are taken care of, not you. So, you know what I'm saying, if we were doing the things, the thing of like the lifestyle I'm accustomed to, I'm like, yo, we was all broke. We was all broke. You know what I'm saying? We came up, you know what I'm saying? Things happened. People that came up, and then now we're, you know, all of a sudden, now it's, you know, the lifestyle I'm accustomed to. Like, no, this man earned his keep so he can live how he want to live. His kids, on the other hand, if his kids are not with him, you know, when they're together, I mean, yo, it's all lifestyles. Like, yo, come to the house, or get your own spot. Whatever. When you gotta go home. You gotta go home. You gotta go home and deal with that. Like I said, I was like, in my case, it was the same thing. Like, on the weekends, she would go to her mom's house and hang out for a couple of days, and then she'd have to come back home. Like, over there, it was like, okay, anything you want, because she only had a couple of days, so she's like, I'll give you whatever you want. Blah, blah, blah. Then she come home, and it's back to getting ready for school. You know what I'm saying? You know, we not down and out every day. We're living. You got to make sure that you got, you know what I'm saying, food in your stomach, clothes on your back, able to get to school, able to maintain, able to pay school fees, doctors, all this stuff. This is my bag. But the thing is, like I said, this whole process of feeling like this entitlement sort of thing. But it's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. I mean, I posed the question because I'm gonna probably lose a lot of female fans and followers. If you had $600-700 a month that you were getting, you know what I'm saying, on a monthly basis, couldn't you survive? Couldn't you live off of that? Couldn't you expand off of that? Because I know I could. Give me that now. And like I said, even, you know, with me producing and me acting and doing all the things in entertainment, yo, $600-700 or close, or $600-700, $600-500, $5,000 a month. It's never been a moment where I've been like, okay, I'm generating $5-6 grand a month. I mean, I took the money that I had, working the jobs that I had, to build up to the point of like, okay, I can create something that's going to generate me these type of numbers. But if I'm getting it every month, like, dude, the bills is paid, the rent's taken care of, or the mortgage or whatever, and whatever I got going to the side, I'm gonna push that to the side. I'm gonna stack that up. I'm gonna get something. I'm gonna get something out of this. I'm gonna use this, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, to your advantage, to make yourself a better girl or a man or whatever the situation is. It's just like, yo, when I see this stuff, when I see it, it makes me sick, because I'm like, it's so many people who are just, who are struggling. And we got people, that's someone that's obviously not struggling. You know, I've had hard times. No, you haven't. It ain't been that hard. If you getting $600-700 a month, it ain't that bad. Give me, like I said, give me $600-700 now. A lot of people who are watching right now would love $600-700. They would live a better, I would say, they would put themselves in a bigger tax bracket, but they would still live a little bit better. I mean, they wouldn't have to worry too much. They wouldn't have to worry about the bills being paid. They wouldn't have to worry about the car notes, food being in the house, the kids having anything or wanting anything or needing anything. That's what you want. It's like you want to live rich, but you're not rich. That's like Shaq. When Shaq was saying the same thing, Shaq was like, I'm rich. My kids are not. You know, hey, I work for this. So if I give you something, you know, of what I'm doing or what I'm worth, be grateful. This is a sign of someone that's not grateful. And it's mainly because it's been put into his head to not be grateful. Well, he's worth this. Why are you only getting this? Why are you getting anything? You shouldn't be getting anything. It's not up to you. And it's not, I don't owe you, or he doesn't owe you anything more than what you're getting. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully their relationship can be, mended. But it's like you can obviously, see and hear the screws being turned in his head of like, yo, you being twisted, because the fact is that's your bread. But what's happening is that your mom is spending your money and basically planning your money and saying, oh, it's not enough. We can't live off of this. No. It's not a we. We don't supposed to be living off this. This is supposed to be for me and my expenses and what I'm doing. It's not cool. It's just not cool. And like I said, I just had to speak on it. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm ahead in the comments. I'm ahead in the messages of being like, well, being a mother. No, it's not. No. Don't try that. Please don't try that. Because me being a father, raising, being a single father, raising my kids. My kids now in college. It can be done. But the thing is, even all this time, we have not been in a financial position like that. And I didn't get child support. Well, I've never been in a position of like, okay, I got $5-6 grand this month. What am I gonna do with it? No, it's never been like that. But I made it happen. I made it work. And my kid is grateful for this. But it's like, she never screamed. He never been like, well, I need some more money. If school related, hospital, doctors, basic expenses, you need this, I got you. But this whole thing of privilege of like, I deserve this, I suppose, like, no, you don't. You don't. You know what I'm saying? Live your life. You know what I'm saying? Stop begging. Stop thinking that you're entitled to something. Please. Because that just makes it being like, oh man, nobody's gonna look at dude and being like, and say, oh, he's not being a good father. Like, no, this dude, you look at the numbers and be like, yo, who's clearing 80 grand a year? Who do you know that's clearing 80 grand? That's not busting their butt every day. Or, some 9-to-5 gig. That's pushing 80 grand. You getting money for merely existing. And you still not grateful. It's pathetic. So, from one father to another, like, man, to 50, man, yo, you did what you did. You're doing what you're doing. Congratulations. I can say that. I've done a couple of episodes of his of Power. Like I said, the Force version. It's in the Tommy story. I did a couple of episodes of that. So. I'm not, but the thing is, it's not a biased opinion. This is a opinion of someone who's been on the side of, should I get child support? Don't get child support. Because like I said, I didn't get any. But the thing is, it's like, yo, this whole support the situation. It's like, yo, this is not mama support. or family support. This is child support. That money goes to them kids. And I think we got what's going on here in Illinois. You got to show receipts. You got to show receipts of being like, where this money's going. So if he's complaining, you're using him as a tool to complain about he's not getting enough. No, he's getting enough. It's like, the fact is, you're trying to take into, dip into that money to try to control your living expenses. Dude, I got a cousin that just finished paying out child support. And what he's doing, he's getting grief from his kid's mom because that check's not coming no more. That check's not coming no more. Like, he didn't clear this time. He did everything that was required. Now, he's basically, whatever he want to do, he can do it he can do it without the courts forcing it. It's like, okay, now she's complaining, telling him like, what is he gonna do? Like, no, he's doing fine. You know what I'm saying? You used to getting that check every month, so you used to not working, basically taking that money that I'm sending, that's being sent for him to take care of you, and trying to basically mask it and saying, well, he's not giving you this. He's not, like, no. Hey, nothing like receipts. You got receipts. 50 got receipts. My cousin got receipts. I got receipts. Yo, man, all I'm just saying, I'm looking at the numbers. Like, what you can do, what anyone can do with that type of money, generating that type of money, even if it's for a small period of time. You got enough money. That's to basically start your own process, start your own empire. I've started everything that I've done in my life and in my career, working wise, pretty much was generated from a small amount of money. I put money together, I stacked money together, and then was like, okay, let me do this. Let me put this album together. Let me put this video together. Let me do what I need to do. These cats are so privileged. You're so privileged to be in this position, but you complain. Like, you can't shame anybody to give you more money. Stop trying to shame. It's like you want to shame someone in order to be like, okay, I'm gonna give you, like, nah, dude. Anybody listening, anybody that knows this story, it's like, yo, what would you do with that type of money on a monthly basis? What would you have? I mean, we're not talking about materialistic, some cars and stuff like that. No, you have some property. You have some stuff that's generating money. That's what I would do. That's what I would have done. Man, I'd have chilled out. Man, I'd have chilled out for about 5 or 6 months. By the following year, that money, I'd have been making money off of, people, like tenants would have been paying me rent that I'd have been using to pay for that property, to pay for the, to have money in my pocket, to have cash flow, which knows when this money runs out, when I'm 18, 20, whatever the situation is, I got cash flow coming. I got a couple of buildings. I got 5 or 6 units that's paying me. These cats don't know how to make no money. They always whining about getting money. They chasing money. Stop chasing money. Go out here, make something happen that's going to generate money that you ain't got to chase. Yo, young man, hope you get it together, man. Stop whining, stop complaining. This is whining Friday. This is stop whining, stop crying Friday. Do something. Stop, don't use this as an opportunity. Well, what are you, to have somebody come at him like, what are you gonna do now? Like, yo, I'm giving this man bread. I'm giving this cat bread to live. If it's not being spent on him, if it's being put in someone's name, it's not being spent on him. That sounds like a problem you need to take care of. That sounds like something you need to deal with. I'm taking care of it on my end. I'm living my life. My job is to take care of you. You know what I'm saying? My job is not to take care of her, not to take care of her family. It's to take care of you. So get it together. Stop complaining. Stop whining about you not getting enough money. Yo, close to $7 grand a month is a lot of money. It's a lot of bread. And even if for somebody even in New York, whatever, with your rent is gonna be the bulk of your expenses. So it's like, yo, get some modesty in your life, getting some modest means, getting some humble means, and basically use that opportunity and be like, yo, my man gave me this bread monthly. What I do? I put this together. I built this. That's what you do. You don't sit back and like, well, it ain't giving me enough money. I feel bad. I don't know. It ain't enough for me to survive. And I can't, you know what I'm saying? I know how it is to be. No, you don't. I know how it is to be broke. I know how it is not to have anything. I ain't got no money right now. I know how it is not to have. So that's why I appreciate what I do get. Opportunities that I have. The money that comes my way. I'm grateful. Why aren't you? And I didn't get child support. I didn't get child support. My mother never got child support. You know, when raising me, she was like, yo, we gonna handle this. And I didn't complain. I wasn't like, man, this don't make no sense. He should give me money. Cause from what I know, my pops got a little bread. But doesn't matter to me. I built myself up to this. Built myself up to where I am right now. So stop complaining and stop whining and thinking that somebody's supposed to do something for you or give you something. Yo, y'all just trash. This is trash talk. So shout out to 50. That's my man. Hopefully they don't cut me out of my scenes for talking about this. Cause I'm like, yo, I try not to get in anybody's business, but it's like, this hit home. This hits home for me for the fact of being like, it's not like if someone wasn't you wasn't getting anything, then I'd be like, yo, that's kind of bogus. I'm like, yo, you getting a nice little something. You know what I'm saying? And what you doing with that? You spending. Okay, I'm gonna blow this at the end of the month because I know I got another one coming. Yo, dude, I need to get it together. Be better, do better. You know what I'm saying? The grind is real. I keep telling y'all. Live, love, life. I'll see you when I see you. Next report might be coming soon. I'm going to get back into this. But for right now, yo, get it together, young man. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how blessed you are. That's it. Peace.
REKK Report.